What's good, yo? What's good? Speaking Clout podcast. You know what we do. Live every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's your boy Mike Sears, Bender Boy Representative. I got the good brother Vodcrack with me, aka Ross Hartley. As
Yeah, what's
always.
up, guys?
Yup. Special guest, returning guest, one of my good homies. He's killing shit every Monday. You want that Juggalo news? Tune in to Beneath the Dirt. 8 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Every Monday. My nigga Rone Bone.
What's good? Thank you for having me on.
Anytime, brother. You know the door's open. And today, this is in the works for months. We're reviewing, I believe, Esham's 8th studio album.
Yeah, sounds right to me, yeah.
2001's Tongues. And it's known that, me and Ross Hartley are not a fan of this album that much. But, hey, you never know. Things could change. You'll see tonight.
Yep.
You never know. And I know Rone Bone this is one of his beloved Esham records.
This is my second favorite Esham album. I consider this album a classic. I love this album.
That's crazy. You're not alone. You know me, Juggalos love this record.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Like I've said before to you guys, when you guys weren't showing the proper love to this album, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? What's going on?
Oh, get on KJ Riddles with you. He's in the chat. A lot of Juggalos love this album. Suicidalists alike, they love this record. You know what I'm saying? So we said 1,000 times how we got into Esham. Let's talk about the first time we actually heard this album. For me, I got it when it came out. I was already Esham fan since 1997. Shout out to Steven Oliveira, the homie that got me into ICP as well. And I was in high school, and I liked it, And as time went on, I just remember there being so many weak tracks and not enjoying it as, that 89, 99 prime Esham era. But, yeah, when it first came out, I was all about it. Tons of fucking Juggalos love this album. And, it's a Juggalo favorite, Suicidalist favorite. And, yeah, I got a day it dropped. How about y'all?
I'll just quickly say I got into it about 6 years ago or so. So when I first got into Esham, it was like more his kind of classic period. Kill the Fetus was the first album I heard. So, I was kind of attracted towards that era, you know what I mean? Judgment Day and Closed Casket and all that, like prime shit. I didn't get into some of his other stuff like Male Dominance and Tongues until a bit later. And eventually when I got sort of used to the classic stuff, started veering outside of it, and eventually checked out some of his later works. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too spectacular there. I actually got the CD about it was late 2015. I managed to get it for a steal. It was only £5, which is like $7. So that's pretty good. Yeah, because this album, I don't know about these days. I haven't checked, but I know it's definitely out of print. It hasn't been in print since 01. So, so yeah, that's how I first listened to this album. I remember a funny thing about this album, just real quick. The song Poetry, it used to be fucked up on Spotify. It used to be the wrong song. It used to be some like instrumental, like Hark the Herald Angels Sing shit. It was wrong. I think that they probably fixed it now, but there you go. The first time I listened to the album, I thought that was a legit track, and he was like fucking with us or something.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's funny.
I know on Wicked Worldwide, the last track is all fucked up. Like
Motivate?
Yeah, Motivate skipping and all that shit. That's why Apple Music can just add it on there for your library. So that's what I did.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. How about you, Rone Bone?
I got, when this album first came out, I don't know if I got it on release date or not, but I know I got it either on release date or soon thereafter. By the time this album came out, I had already owned his entire discography.
Yeah.
At that point on cassette. During this era, 2001, I was slowly transitioning to CD. The store didn't have the cassette. This is still the copy I bought from in 01. So yeah, when it very first came out, I loved Esham. I was definitely looking forward to this, especially after Wicked Worldwide.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. Like I said, I enjoyed it in high school, man. Over the years, it just I don't know, I had a sour taste about this record. I don't know what it was, but yeah, we're gonna get into it very shortly. Right now, matter of fact. So starts with the album with the first track. We got "Walking on the Flatline." To be honest, I always love this track. You know, great way to intro an album. You just talking that street talk / drug talk. Dope song. I like you walking on the flatline. It was dope revisiting it as well. Great track. I like it. What you got, Ross?
So yeah, I agree. I mean, this is a dope song.
Yeah.
So the album that he did before us was Male Dominance, and that was very like sunshine and rainbows. You know what I mean? It was very upbeat. Kind of like not all of it, but a lot of it was quite happy. You know what I mean? Like, like the songs like "Whoa" and like "California Dreaming" and all that kind of stuff. This intro with the Tongues walking on the flat line, it's not like fully dark, but you can tell that he's on a different tip with this album. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more somber. You can hear like the guitars in the intro and stuff like that. This would be the second and last album, Esham album, where he's working with Santos, who was producer / musician who like did a lot of the like live instrumentation stuff with Esham. And you can hear that prominently on this song. It's just a dope track, you know what I mean? Just a dope way to kick off the album. He's just spitting bars, and yeah, it's just a dope song. I like it a lot. So yeah, I think it's a good way to start off the album. And yeah, good song.
Oh yeah.
Walking on a flat line, 9 when a rhyme, I'm flying in a Benz 2-seater, holding on my heater. I was like, all right, he's getting right into it. This shit's fucking dope. The beat was fucking banging. I love this song. Just great way to start out the album. Like Ross said, definitely darker than Male Dominance, but like, not that real wicked shit, but you could tell he's on some other shit with this album right off the bat.
Yeah. Great song.
I love it.
Always liked it.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Slipping Out America. Dope beat. I could do without that Middle Eastern chorus though. It's like fucking nails on the chalkboard to me. Okay track. It's not terrible, but that fucking chorus is whack. That's my thought on it. Plain and simple.
Yeah, this song is a bit frustrating for me because I think it starts off so dope. Like the way Esham starts off, "Slipping Out America," mass hysteria. Just even though, like, me and Mike always say his prime years were like 89 to 99, he still had his voice and his flow at this point. You know what I mean? Like 100%. Like he sounds ill on this, even on some of the songs that I'm not crazy about. And this is a good example. Like he just sounds dope. But I agree with Mike. As soon as this guy Mujahid comes in, speaking Arabic, got nothing against
it's in
the actual. Yeah, got nothing against the actual language or anything like that, but it just doesn't sound good to the ear as far as like that chorus. I wasn't really feeling it. And, it's a very short song. It's only about 2 minutes. I couldn't really fully enjoy it, but I like the start. And production is dope. You know what I mean? Good mix of, some rock guitars once again, along with some like good, like sort of creepy synths in there. So good production and good like rapping from Esham, but like the overall track, I'm not crazy about it. It's a bit short. And that Mujahid guy, I could have done without him. So kind of mixed opinions on this song.
I like the Arabic shit on here. It's just, to me, it fits the song. It's just, I don't know what he's saying. I'm pretty sure the translation is in the booklet.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
For it. But to me, it just fits the song because it's kind of, I don't know. It fits the feeling of the beat and what Esham's rapping on here. Slipping out America, slipping out America. I like this track. And then the dude comes in with like a little 4-bar, comes in with some English raps at the very end. And I don't know. I like it. I like the Arabic shit. I think it fits with the theme of the track and just the overall feel for it.
Before we get into the next track, like we do on my other show, UFCD, I want to talk about the album art. Y'all like this? I never liked it.
So I like the cover because it looks like a book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that looks pretty dope. But I don't like the pictures inside of him as a zombie. I think that looks whack as fuck.
This shit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
whack as fuck.
The wackest one when he's. This one
I
cracks
like,
me up.
you know that picture of him holding the Uzi's kind of dope. That one on the left, but that one on the right looks horrendous. Oh my god.
Yeah, the one with the afro out, right?
Yeah. It looks terrible.
Rone Bone's like, fuck y'all niggas.
Exactly. This shit is ill, man. Like everything about it, the booklet, the picture. I mean, I really like this picture right here. The best.
No, I like that one.
Dope.
Yeah.
That picture right there is fucking dope. Him holding the Uzi.
When he's sitting down, though, I don't like that shit at all.
No, I always thought that one did look weird, though. I have to agree. And he's like looking down. He looked a little weird right there.
Yeah, it's bad Photoshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to talk about that real quick.
I think Esham, the back of the Kill the Fetus, that picture of Esham, that's him looking evil and grimy without makeup. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, it just hits.
The glass broken and shit?
Yeah, exactly. That just hits harder. You know what I mean? This is like trying too hard. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Next song, we got the D. It featured anybody?
Nope.
This shit is dope, man. He talking about selling at work and running from them boys. Then, he gets shot by a female officer. Dope storytelling. One of the dopest songs on the album. I highly enjoyed the song, to be honest. What's your thoughts, Ross?
So, I think the song's pretty frustrating because it's far too short. It's only about 1 minute and 15. And so basically, the song's pretty dope. I could completely agree with you. It's kind of like a sequel to Esham's Boomin' from Boomin' Words from Hell. It even starts off the same way. Sitting down on a crack spot, earning my pay. They kind of doing that kind of thing again. But it's very like high energy, high tempo. And I love the way the production kind of builds, and it builds up towards this dope chorus, with the guitars. I think that's so dope. But you only hear it once, and then the song just kind of ends suddenly. You know what I mean? He dies at the end, and then that's it. It's just like, oh, you know what I mean? If this was a full-on 3-minute, 4-minute track, it could have been so dope. But it just feels a bit incomplete for me. So it's a bit of a shame.
Well, it's short, but it's fucking bang. But I agree what you mean. If it was longer, it could have been, better song. But what you got?
It's definitely too short because we only get that chorus once. And that shit is that's mosh pit music right there. That shit is fire.
It is. Yep.
I love it. And, like Ross said, I love the kind of homage back to Boomin' Words. Those are the first words that Esham ever rapped on wax, And it was dope hearing him spit that shit again. Great build up. It is too short. I always thought this song, how Esham sometimes will do like 2 songs in one. It'll be, what is it? Misery and
no singing.
Yeah, and no singing. Yeah. It's like one song, but one's on one track. I always felt like this and then I'm Dead should have been put as, because I feel like this track really leads well into, even though it is too short and ends abruptly, it leads well into the next song.
Yeah, and let's get to the next one. So, I'm Dead. This shit is whack. I never liked it. No thought put into it. Just a mess of a track. Not a fan of this at all, to be honest. I'm keeping it 1,000. I don't like this song at all. It's my opinion.
I actually don't think it's that bad. I'm not a huge fan of it myself, but I don't think it's that bad. It's sort of somewhere in the middle for me. Sort of noteworthy because it's the first song on the album where he disses Eminem, and that's like an occurring thing throughout the album. He mentions something like, I don't diss or I don't make songs about Stan, like a homo or something like that, even though Stan was a great song and better than most things on this album. I don't know if you want to get into it, like at some point, just talking about that beef, but
definitely.
Yeah, I personally think that all of the Eminem dissing, it was kind of a bad look. You know what I mean? He just comes off as bitter as fuck on this, and I'm not like a big Eminem defender. Like, we say fuck Eminem so much on this show, but in this case, I just don't. I don't get it. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. Like, these constant attacks at Eminem. I just, yeah, because, you know, he mentioned Esham in a song by name, and he said that he listened to acid rap on the Kill You song or whatever, and that was it. You know what I mean?
But I rap on acid.
Like, it wasn't. I don't think that was a shot. I never take that as a diss, and he just, I don't know. I think he went too far with it. I think, you know, obviously now that they're grown, I think both sides of the fence, you know, Nadas and D12, they all look at that and go, that was some bullshit. You know what I mean? Obviously, it should never have became a thing. But yeah, no, just, yeah, there's a lot of Eminem dissing on this album, and it kind of hurts it. Because, you know, this was a bad time for Esham, you know, like, not only was that a big feud, but, like, this was the last album on Gotham Overcore, you know what I mean? It's like, that was his label that he built up, you know, over the past decade or so, and it's on the verge of collapse. And, you know, tensions were high, and, you know, it's just unfortunate, but the song itself is not that great. You know, it's okay. Like I said, I don't hate it as much as you, Mike, but it's not that great. So yeah, that's my opinion on I'm Dead.
Ill Track, like I said, the last song goes into this song really well. This album to me is like his return to the wicked shit, because when Dead Flowers came out, it was a little bit on there, and then Bruce Wayne, he kind of strayed from it even more. And then Male Dominance, there was really no wicked shit on that album at all. And then, but with Nadas, he was still doing the wicked shit, but it's, you know, solo wise, he kind of strayed from it. And this was like the return. And this right here to me is like the wicked shit that Esham does best. I love this track. I don't know. I agree with the Eminem dissing to a point, but at the same time, I think it's kind of ill because this was after the Warped Tour. So he already had taken a beating from D12 and was still on some fuck Eminem and D12 type shit.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. Fuck that.
You know what I mean? He took a beating, and you could see it on the Nadas box set, the DVD.
Yeah.
And I think that's ill. But I agree with Ross that it's kind of, I forgot. I don't think I forgot, but when I was re-listening to it this week, I was like, wow, there's a lot of Eminem dissing on here.
Yeah, there's
a lot. But it's ill because he done took a beating from him and still said, fuck him, you know?
Yeah. How gangsta's that? No? Love that shit.
And this came out the same day as Devil's Night, this album.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And of course, Nadas Godlike came out the same day as the Eminem show. It's crazy. Yeah.
I like Devil's Night.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Oh, God. All right. Now, me and Rone Bone say that Violent J is one of the greatest storytellers to ever live. I put him up there with the fucking greats. I don't care what no one says. To me, he's one of the greatest storytellers of all time. But Panic Attack featuring Violent J is fucking whack. So whack to me. One of the wackest Violent J verses ever. You know, I put dog shit on my face, whatever the fuck. Garbage. You know what I'm saying? Don't like that at all. And E shit ain't great either. Panic Attack is fucking horrendous. There you have
it. Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. This is the worst song on the album for me. And, you know, this is what, you know, like the way a lot of people hate on ICP. I think this is what they think ICP is like. You know what I mean? Just like juvenile, trying too hard, like smoking butt crack. You know what I mean? It's like really, it's just awful. It's just an awful song. Don't like the production on it either. Yeah, and the Esham's rubbish on it too. Like just as bad, really. Not he doesn't say anything as cringy as Violent J does, but the whole thing's a disaster. So that's my thoughts on it.
I couldn't agree more. Yo, you're muted, brother.
My bad.
That's
this is definitely the first blemish on the album. I don't mind the beat. I like Esham's parts on here, but Violent J's parts, and he has it features ICP's Violent Joe Bruce J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And yeah, Violent J on here, this is not a good representation of what Violent J is capable of at all.
No.
It's so bad. And everything he's rapping about has nothing to do with a panic attack. Why are you eating dog shit? Like,
Drinking my dick off.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Anytime I've ever had a panic attack, it's like paralyzing. I can't fucking move. So yeah, not the best song. I don't mind the beat. I like Esham's parts, but Violent J just really brings this song down. And it's unfortunate because Violent J is a lot better than this.
Yes.
The song Boom on Repentance, way better. Way better. Yeah.
And every devil's night we slaughtered D12.
He went hard on that. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. It's just hard. Shit's hard as fuck.
Yeah, most of their collaborations, anytime I see, Violent J or ICP with Esham, it's like, all right, we're going to get some ill shit here because it's, this is one of the exceptions where their collaboration just didn't hit it out of the park. Usually, I'd say 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
Their collaborations are dope.
Always. This one, not so much, man. Oof. But,
fucking Violent J, man.
Now we get some glimmer of light for me in Chemical Imbalance. This joint is fire. Banger. Esham kills it lyrically. Love all the Eminem shade. Haley's in a coma. Haley's in a coma. Yo, it's beef, nigga. There's no fucking boundaries, bro. Like, for me, that shit is hard. I love Chemical Imbalance. Do I want to see a infant in a coma? Whatever the fuck she was at the time? Or a toddler? No, but she's hard. It's beef. Yo, you try getting your fucking eye socket punched the fuck in and jump by 20 niggas. You feel me? So, yeah, Chemical Imbalance, hard as fuck. I love
it. Definitely an improvement over the last few songs that we heard. I really like the production on this song. That bass line that comes in, boom, 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 is pretty dope. And I like this kind of crunchy guitars that pop into. Pretty dope production. The lyrics, going at Eminem, definitely controversial, and a lot of people. It's probably one of the more well-known songs on the album because of that. I mean, I'm not huge into the lyrics, you know what I mean. But I still think it's a decent track. Another short one, but it's not like the D earlier where I'm wanting it to be longer. It's no, this is one of those short tracks. I'm happy with the length of it. You know what I mean? Because he's done plenty of short songs in the past that are less than 2 minutes long, and I still like them anyway. Like 20 Montana off Dead Flowers is a perfect example. You know what I mean? That's very short song, but I'm not wanting any more. It's that's perfect. You know what I mean? So the length doesn't bother me here. But yeah, not the biggest fan of the lyrics, but I thought the production was dope. So yeah.
Ain't no nigga frontin' me no keys.
Fire. This track, definitely an improvement over the last track. I love this shit. I thought he was kind of stepping over the line talking about Haley's in a coma, but like Mike said, it's beef, There's a reason why Esham got beat up by a bunch of motherfuckers. He was ruthless with talking shit, and that's a perfect example. But one of the illest lines, man, still busting at the police. No least one of my bullets hit my enemy in the face. When this trigger, I pull it. I'm twisted like a psychopath. I ride around in blood. His flow on this track, the way he switches it up, I love this shit, man. Just super hard.
Oh, yeah. That shit, I'll fuck with it. And now we go to God. Lyrically, he comes correct. The beat is kind of weak, in my opinion, though. The chorus is dope, That's what I wrote down on my notes. Decent song. God.
Yeah. This song's a bit forgettable for me. This was actually the one of the songs like, oh yeah, I forgot about this song because like this, yeah, it's one of the ones that doesn't really stand out for me, personally. Not a bad song, but again, I agree. I wouldn't really say the production's bad per se. It's just a little bit more sparse compared to the rest of the album. It doesn't really stand out. You know what I mean? It's more about, Esham's rhymes. And, pretty dope. You know what I mean? Like I said, he still had it at this point. You know what I mean? I just enjoy hearing the guy rap. I don't think a lot of the lyrics on this album, in my opinion, have a lot of substance to them, but they sound dope. You know what I mean? It's like I think if you try and break it down, it's not the deepest shit in the world, but it sounds dope. And yeah, God, decent track. Not one of my favorites, but it's not a shitter either. It's somewhere in the middle. So yeah.
I like this song. There's one part in here. This is the one where he's talking about the crow birds and it does those sounds, right?
Yeah.
Those sounds were always just fucking ear piercing and they hurt so bad. I'm like, how did that not get fixed?
The song is loud as fuck. Yeah.
Like, loud as shit. But other than that, I like this song. Nothing, not one of my all-time favorites or whatever, but it fits well on this album.
Yeah, worth noting, he starts off the second verse with I'm finna bust, so call me a Mossberg. That's a line from Fuck the World by TNT. Yeah.
Yep. Rest in peace.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. Now we get Detroit 101 featuring Mastermind. On some naughty shit. Banger, in my opinion. Esham was giving an audio tour of his city. Mastermind came with the dope verse too. I love this track. Very refreshing to hear when I listen to it. You ready for this review? Dope song in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. I really like this song. It's always been one of my favorites off this album. I really like the beat, that doom, doom, like it just bangs, you know what I mean? Doom, 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 doom. Like it just sounds dope. Like the sort of, just the visual sort of things that Esham's talking about, describing Detroit, you know what I mean? Dope sort of like picture that he paints in your head, you know what I mean? Just talking about how fucked up it is and all that kind of stuff. And I really like when Mastermind comes in, he comes in over that heavy rock chorus, you know what I mean? It's big, explosive way to end off the song. Dope track. I actually really like it. It's probably in my top 3 when we do it at the end. So yeah, one of my favorites on the album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, banging beat. I love this shit. Just that Grammy Detroit shit. In Detroit, never leave your house without a gun. I don't give a fuck if you're getting your hair done, picking up your daughter or dropping off your son, because criminals got bullets that die and to share some. Like,
that's hard.
Yeah. And the way he's doing it, and like Ross said, the transition into Mastermind's part, it's just so dope, like Bob Marley, and then it has that delay, and then Mastermind just comes in. I'm just a DETPIMP. It's fire.
Mastermind is fucking nice. Dead nice.
I feel like I was thinking this when I was listening to this album, because then I was thinking of like everything that Mastermind did in this era, from like Wicked Worldwide to his features on here to Mind's Eye. I feel like Mastermind was really at his best, like top of his game from like 99 to 01, in my opinion.
I would have to say Multi-Killionaire. He's really good on that as well, in my opinion. He's really strong.
Yeah.
I fucking love that album. It's so dope.
Yeah.
But Mastermind is so underrated. So underrated.
Riding dirty with a bird in my backseat. I got to give my product just to get my money. Oh, he killed that shit on Balls Envy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mastermind is fucking G. All right. Now we get to Poetry. One of the worst songs on the album, a sloppy fucking mess. I don't like the song at all. I never did, bro. It's trash. That's all I got.
That's funny. I actually quite like it. Maybe that's a big surprise. Me and Mike having a big sort of difference in opinion. I actually like this song. I think musically it's really interesting. I like the way each kind of verse in the song sort of builds in quite a subtle way. You know what I mean? I think production wise, it's really interesting, and I like the just how the song goes on, and I like the way it ends, where we all go when we die. That shit at the end is tough. I like that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad song. You know what I mean? I get what you mean. Like, it is a bit weird, definitely a bit weird, as far as like, it's not like your traditional sort of hip hop, production where it stays the same throughout. But I fucks with it. It's not a bad song, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I like it. So what does Rone Bone think? Where's he gonna side in this song?
I agree with Ross. I love this track. It starts off a little weird, the way he's flowing. It's kind of not on beat, but is at the same time. But the way the beats transition, I love it when it transition. Mental telepathy telling me I need therapy.
Yeah.
Just a dope track, fits in perfect with this album. Yeah, poetry.
Yeah, it has that sample of it, like BDP used and like Exhibit used for that some motherfucker and stuff. Dun 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 dun. That there. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, weird but enjoyable.
Weird but enjoyable. All right, now we get Everyone. I love this song. I love the beat. It's mad dark. Esham killed it. I like the line when he said, "Why must I live like this? Blood stains on the floor from my slit wrist." Fire shit. Good song. I fucks with it.
Yeah, I really like this song. This is one of my favorite songs in the album.
Yeah.
It's one of the few songs that's given loads of time as well. Well, when I say loads, 4 minutes. That's long for this album. Because most of the songs in this, they're like, 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark. This one's about 4 minutes. Really like the song. Really like the kind of somber beat. That little kind of guitar lick with the sort of steady, kind of bass line in the background. Very dope, you know what I mean? And Esham, he just comes through, sounds really evil over this beat, you know what I mean? Just the way he's kind of spitting these rhymes, man, just sounds really, really dope. And I like the chorus, everyone must die, you know what I mean? This is wicked shit right here, you know what I mean? And I like it a lot. One of my favorite songs on the album, and very dope. Like it a lot.
Yeah, she's hard.
Yeah, definitely one of the best songs on the album, without a doubt. I think when I first heard this song, I was like, yeah, we're just gonna play that one again real quick before we continue with the album.
Yeah,
I love when the beat kicks in the beginning. That fucking hard ass drums. Like Ross said, the chorus is fire. I always thought it was interesting. And I don't know if it was or not, but it sounded like he was taking shots at Dark Lotus on here. The flow grows slow into a Dark Lotus. Like they're biting my shit. Slowly grew into a Dark Lotus. You know what I mean?
Shit. I didn't notice that. Yeah.
You never know with Esham. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I always took it. The flow grows slow into a Dark Lotus. That's their group, and he says everybody bites his shit, which I think a lot of people did. But I mean, ICP has always said, Esham is that guy. Even when Esham's talking shit, they never really had anything bad to say. But I always thought that line was interesting. The flow grows slow into a Dark Lotus. But I fucking love this song, man. Die, die, die.
Yeah.
Shit. It's so hard, man. I'd love to see this one live.
Yeah. He makes a lot of references to like some of his old shit in this, because you can kill the fetus and still hear the baby crying. He says, living in Detroit all my life caused me the mental stress and panic attack. You know what I mean? I love the way he name drops his shit like that. I think it's dope.
Yep.
Fuck it. Ill shit. Now we get Crash and Burn. The beat is dope. He's speaking on young niggas staying strapped and life's ills. This is a dope track, man. I fucks with it.
This one's okay for me. It's not one of my favorites, nor is it one of the really bad songs. It's somewhere in between for me. I'm not crazy about the song. I think it's that refrain all the way through the song. That young nigga stay strapped. Like I find that a bit annoying because it's like every line.
Repetitive,
Yeah.
right? I
Mhm.
can agree with that. That's a good song though. But I can agree with that.
Yeah, but I like what he's talking about, and yeah, just a decent song, not one of my favorites.
I like this track. I like, the repetitive thing that you were talking about. Didn't he do that on A1 Yola too?
Oh God,
I can't remember what song it was. I meant to look it up before the show and I forgot. But
I stopped buying Esham albums by that time.
But I like this track. I don't mind the repetitiveness of that line. The chorus is dope. As I fall, I crash and burn. I fly through the sky. I crash and burn. Like that shit is dope. Kind of simple, but effective track.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Oof. Always like this song. Next track, Missing Negativity.
Oh.
Is he frozen?
Mike's frozen. Mr. Negativity. Negative.
My shit kind of like spun. Like, when it like starts loading slow? I don't know what the fuck happened there.
You just froze for a moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
All good now, though.
Mr. Negativity. I always fuck with this joint. Eon is ignorant shit. Like, fuck the industry type shit. Holding your head for being famous. Everybody know you stupid. Now you really brainless. Like, that shit is hard. He came correct. Lyrically on here. Love the guitar riffs. Oh, great song. Big fan of Negativity.
Yeah, I like this song a lot too. This he performed this at the Gathering 2004, which Mike was at. Yeah. I like this song a lot. This I like the beat, that doom doom doom, and it's got that creepy piano dee 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 in the background. You know what I mean? Dope shit. Like you said, I like the guitar riffs that come into. I think the stuff that he did with Santos was dope. You know what I mean? Like just out of the real. Just added a little bit of spice to his music, you know what I mean? It's like, he made dope beats before and he still could at this point on his own, but just like having that extra, like little bit of instrumentation in there just really helps some of these songs pop, in my opinion. And this is a good example of that. And like you said, very much, kind of going at the rap industry, saying, fuck the 5 mics you giving me, all that kind of shit. This in the source, he disses Eminem again. He even says, talking bad about, all I hear is motherfuckers trying to make a comeback with Pac style with 50 people on the track, you know what I mean? Is that like a no limit diss? I don't know.
I thought of that too. Yeah.
Because he even says, soldiers always trying to bite something, you know what I mean? It's like, whoa, soldiers, you know what I mean? I thought that was interesting too. But yeah, like that song. He even does like the MC Ren, he took this from MC Ren. I ain't got shit positive to say about any rapper on the mic today. That's an MC Ren rhyme. I can't remember where he took it from though. But is it from the start of the second NWA album at the intro? Don't. Is it that there?
Yeah, niggas for life, man.
yeah. But man, dope song, you know what I mean? He was bitter as fuck, you know what I mean? Like I said earlier, this was a hard time for Esham, a lot of stuff going on, and this is him just letting it all out. So yeah, I like it a lot, man.
Everybody and their mama want to bust a fucking rap, step in the ring and get walked on like a doormat.
That shit is hard as fuck.
Yeah. Love the beat. This is another, I remember when this track played for the first time, I was like, yup, this is a fucking banger. Love it. Just talking his shit as he should. The godfather of the wicked shit, the best to ever do the wicked shit.
Absolutely.
Super dope track. I would have loved to see this live at some point.
Yeah, he killed it. Love this song.
Hell yeah.
Now we get to one of my favorite Esham songs of all time. We get Pill Me, Fill My Prescription, man. This shit. Honestly, like I said, one of my favorite Esham songs. Let me tell you what I need. Pussy, painkiller, pills, and weed, Excellent song. I fucking love it. Always have. Great song. Tell me. As I said, one of my favorite Esham songs ever. What you got, Ross?
Yeah, I mean, this is another really good song. Pill Me, kind of like a slightly more like chill kind of production on this, you know what I mean? Coming off the Mr. Negativity song, which was hard and kind of aggressive. This song is a little bit more chill and kind of cruise to this one. Yeah, I just love his delivery and just some of the things that he says. You know what I mean? He just sounds so dope when he says it. My favorite part is, you know, the bit where he says, thoughts of suicide run through my mind. I think about murdering murderers all the time. I close my eyes and turn into vapors, smoking blunts in the Bible papers. You know, just when he says that, it sounds so dope. And
Shorty on the chorus too. Oh,
yeah. So that was Jill O'Neill did that. You know, great hook. And yeah, you know, there was a single. We'll get to that later. I think I personally would have picked this instead as the single for this album.
Yeah, video would be fire. I think he had a video on A1 Yola.
Oh,
Some strange reason it was on there too. I don't know.
That's right. Yeah.
I think that video was originally recorded during this era because that video was on that DVD. That video is noticeably higher quality than all the other videos on that DVD.
Interesting.
And the videos, fuck, I love this video. Probably the best Esham video. He didn't really do many videos in the 90s.
I love the Helter Skelter one.
That is a dope video. But as far as this song right here, a great switch up in tempo, you know, in mood, and just a really chill song. Love the chorus on here. And if you haven't seen the video, I don't know if it's up on YouTube or not, but it is on the A1 Yola DVD. Mm-hmm. And it's a fire fucking video. Probably the best video on that DVD.
Yeah, I need to look that up because I don't remember. I remember there's a Walking on the Flatline video. I've seen that one. Yeah.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, Esham put it up on his account like 5 years ago, but it's pretty it's pretty basic. You know what I mean? You can tell from him and then just like his homie shot it. But it's like from 01, you know, because he's rapping in front of like Tongues posters and stuff. You know, it's pretty dope.
Oh, word. I don't think I've ever seen that. But yeah, this is a dope track. Another one of all-time favorites from Esham, Pill Me.
Oh yeah, likewise, brother. And then we go into Brain Surgery featuring Mastermind and Shoestring and Dane Family. Man, Mastermind set this off lovely. Dude is just as good as any other mainstream MC that's beloved. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I love Mastermind. Love E with the Eminem shade again. You know what I'm saying? Shoestring from the Dane Family has a short verse at the end. I love this song. Dope song. My eyes.
I'm honestly not a big fan of it. I thought it was okay. It just not one of my favorites. I'm just not a big fan of it. I didn't really like Shoestrings, but at the end, I just didn't. Yeah, no. I thought they kind of wasted him. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan personally. It was kind of one of the more kind of forgettable filler tracks on the album.
Word, I liked it. Word. Respect your opinion, though, brother.
Yeah. When this album first came out, this was a skipper. But over time, I like the song more. Mastermind definitely steals the show on this track. I like E's verse, but yeah, Shoestring was kind of like, I don't know. The flow that he chose for it was just not it.
But boy, does he come back later.
Oh, yeah. I love Dane Family. I love all the solo shit that they did, you know, in the late 90s, early 2000s. But his verse on here just, I don't know. Maybe it was because of the beat. It's kind of a weird beat, you know, no drums. But Mastermind definitely stole the show on here.
All right. Now we got Devil Shit featuring Cool Keith. This song sucks. Esham and Cool Keith should be an amazing track. But unfortunately, this is not. It's garbage. Fucking terrible.
You're bugging.
I don't like it at all. It's fucking bad.
So I'll speak up for it a little bit. I think the production's dope. I like the production, and I think Esham's first verse is pretty dope. I think the chorus is terrible. What's it? I've got a rocket in my pocket. That's shit's whack.
Crazy.
That shit's whack. Jesus, he could have come up with something better than that. And I think Cool Keith's verse is terrible. Oh my god, it's bad. So I think, see if Esham just kind of maybe chucked out that chorus and did both verses himself, I would like it. But unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know what happened with Cool Keith because everything he did up to 2001 was fire. So I don't know what happened. Yeah, crazy. But and like you said, like on paper, Esham and Cool Keith, that's like a perfect match because they're both like underground legends, but like weird underground legends. You know what I mean? They both do fucked up music in their own right, but like different lanes. Yeah, the two lunatics. That's the best way to put it. You know, you got this like Satanist, like popping out of coffins and talking about, you know, wicked shit, and then you got, you know, Cool Keith, who's got this kind of like schizophrenic, like he's a pimp 1 minute, and then he's a doctor, and then like he's kills people the next. You know what I mean? He's just crazy. On paper, it should be amazing. In actuality, not so great. And of course, around this time period, Cool Keith released the album Spankmaster, which was also on Gotham Overcore, and it's actually advertised inside once you open it up. And Esham did some beats for it, and he did some guest appearances on that. Yep. So yeah, they were homies at that time, and I know like they speak really highly of each other. I think like I remember seeing like Cool Keith tweet out like, you know, saying giving props to Esham and stuff, saying, you know, that he's his brother and stuff like that, you know, which is really cool. You know what I mean? I think it's dope that they have that chemistry together. But just like the actual songs that they made, I didn't really like. So yeah, no, devil shit. No, like I said, potential was there, but it's kind of a miss for me. So, yeah, somewhere in the middle on that one.
I love this track. This track's fucking fire. This track is dope. A little bit of a disclaimer, I guess. I'm not familiar with Cool Keith's music at all. This was the first time I ever heard Cool Keith. I thought his verse on here was dope. The only Cool Keith album I heard is that Spankmaster album, and that was just awful. It just wasn't good, and I know it's not a good representation of, you know, from what I've heard, you know, what he's capable of doing. But I love this track. I thought they both killed it on here. The chorus, yeah, kind of simple, but it works. I thought Cool Keith killed it on, you know, ski mask in the backseat. The way he just comes in, shit was fire in my opinion. I love this shit.
He just sounds very different. Like, yeah, compared to the stuff, his older stuff, he just sounds off to me. I just can't. Yeah, it's hard to put my finger on it. I would definitely recommend his Doctor Doom album from 1999, First Come First Serve, because that's like a horrorcore album. You know what I mean? Mad violent and shit. You know what I mean? I think they probably think that.
Matthew. Woo.
Yeah, that came out the year before.
Yeah, he's rapping his ass off on it. So I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Maybe they were popping some in the studio together. Who knows? Yeah. Something like that, you know. Who can say?
Oh God, this next song is just as bad as Panic Attack, in my opinion. All Night, Every Day, featuring Cool Keith and that Heather Hunter, the fucking porn star bitch. She's also in a How Do You Want It video, pop video. Shitty song. That whole Heather Hunter who should stick to just riding dick and rapping. You feel me? Double thumbs down. Terrible fucking song. All night, every day. Fuck out of here.
You can have it your way, baby. I actually fuck with that chorus.
You're a fag. I just busted your balls, Ross. I love you, brother.
No, it's all good.
I hate this song.
So yeah, it's kind of similar to what I said about Devil Shit. Esham's verse I like. The beat's not too bad. It's quite catchy. I can see why they picked it as the single, just on the beat alone. But Heather Hunter's verse, oh my god, is it bad? I give head like a Shaolin monk. What the fuck does that mean? Are Shaolin monks known for giving head?
Makes no sense.
Fucking Luke Cage and Kung Lao sucking dicks and shit.
Yeah, she makes reference to the fact that she was in the "How Do You Want It" video, you know, riding with Tupac on the mechanical boat or some shit. It's she's so bad. She was supposed to have an album on Gotham Record as well called Bulletproof Diva, and it never came out, thankfully.
Well, Esham was doing some heavy shit back then to have that bitch on that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Did he get the pussy? Who knows, you know? On some damn shit, you know, when he was talking about, you know, Park and Michelle. Did he get the pussy? I don't know. Yeah, no, that Heather Hunter's unbelievably bad. And yeah, Cool Keith again, just another weird verse, you know what I mean? He just sounds super off, you know. No, and the worst thing, we haven't even got to the worst thing in the album. The last, or not the album, the song. The last 2 minutes of this, it's like moaning and like her like taking it up the ass. Oh my god, it's horrible. See if it just ended after Cool Keith's verse, I'd be like, okay, kind of a weak song, but whatever. But it drags it out. It's like, oh my god, it's like 5 minutes. This song is 5 minutes long. You know, the day is 1 minute. And it should have been longer. This gets stretched out. Oh my god. All Night Every Day. Beat, decent. Esham, good. The rest of it, not good.
Yeah.
I thought the chorus was okay.
That baffles me, brother.
So yeah, Heather Hunter on here is just take her verse out and take out that moaning at the end, and you got a pretty good track. I like Esham's verse. I like the chorus. Cool Keith on here, you know, back-to-back tracks. I thought his verses on here was dope. But yeah, Heather Hunter really ruined this fucking song. Especially, you know, the verse, whatever. I could deal with 30 seconds of her verse, but that like 2 minutes at the end of the song is just like, okay, we get it. Like, we don't need this anymore, you know? Just
it's not funny, it's not erotic, it's not anything. It's a complete waste of time. Right.
Yeah, it's that I wouldn't say ruins the song because I don't mind the song, but it's just so unnecessary that the ending. But I like Esham and Cool Keith's parts on here.
All right.
This has been a really fun review. I love the difference in opinion on this. It's great.
Yeah, that's why we did it, bro. You know, Rob reminded me about it, and we killed this shit, bro. So then we get I Know, a decent track after two whack ass songs. You know, you know what I'm saying? I love Esham's verses on here. A dope song in my book. I fucks with it.
Yeah, this is a decent song. You know, I like the kind of vibe to it. You know what I mean? A bit more. It comes across as a bit more serious, but at the same time, like a slightly more like hopeful song. It's not as dark, and maybe that's just my interpretation of it. Uses the Bill Withers sample, you know, from Ain't No Sunshine. You know, the part where it goes, I know. He samples that, which is pretty interesting because this album isn't really known. Like, it doesn't really have that many samples. You know, it's mostly just kind of done in house. So that's kind of an interesting standout. Beat wise, it reminds me of something that Santos would have done for the Mind's Eye. Definitely, I could kind of picture that, just the kind of overall sound of it. But yeah, I know. I think it's a decent song. You know, pretty cool, not bad.
I like this track. Beat's dope. Esham does his thing on here. Nothing crazy stand out about it, but it fits in with the album, and I play it through every time. It's just super dope. You know, one thing I forgot to mention when we were on Devil Shit was how Esham dissed Violent J on there. I wanted to bring up the fact that he had Violent J on early in the album, then on the song with Devil Shit, you know, Treat You Like Joe Bruce with Two Faces. You have a guest feature and then you diss him like 8 songs later. I thought that was funny, but I forgot to bring that up.
And then a year later, you're still riding with him. Then you signed to the label. So he's signed.
Right.
He's the biggest flip-flopper ever, isn't he?
He really is. He put out a diss album to ICP, like a whole album. You know,
I ain't your homie. Yeah.
I Ain't Your Homie at the gathering of the Juggalos. That is ill.
09, I think it was. Yeah.
I think so. Yep. But I like I Know. It's a good track. You know, not much to say.
Word. And we get So Selfish. Oh man. Decent song, but lyrically it's incredible. I'm twisting bitches up like they're dreads on a roster. I'm gunning at you rappers because you're just an imposter. Like, that shit is so hard. Lyrically, he is sharp as fuck on tongues. You know? Love it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like the lyrics in this song are dope, and just like his, like I said, I've said it multiple times. Just the way he sounds, the way like his delivery is just really, really good. Not a big fan of the chorus. You know, the I don't really care what they say about me. Symptoms of insanity, no therapy. You know, it's kind of dope. Like I love like
I like
him
that
name
shit.
drop. I like him name dropping the songs. I just don't like the way it sounds personally. You know, it's not horrible by any means. It's just you know, I don't love it. The production is another one. It's like it's decent. It's not really as wouldn't say it's bad or good. It's just kind of somewhere in the middle. But I really like the verses on this. And again, it's another song that's actually given a decent amount of time, which is nice. You know, so that's good. So yeah, So Selfish. Another kind of decent track on the album. Not a standout, but at the same time, that doesn't mean it's bad. I just think it's a solid track.
30,000 feet in the air, I parachute on your street. I'm greeting busters with the heat. Fire. I was going to quote the Rastas line, but Mike did it. That's probably the illest line in the whole track. That shit is fire. This song right here, one of my all-time favorite Esham songs. I fucking love this song so much. The chorus is super dope. I love that shit. It's just, I don't know what it is about this track, but just super dope. He's kills it lyrically on here. Everything. Super dope.
Oh yeah. I love the lyrics in that track.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just gangster as fuck, man. Like
Yeah.
Esham, man. Like this album, I say, was a return to the wicked shit, but he was still kind of like with that Dead Flowers, Bruce Wayne type shit, you know, multi-killionaire kind of gangster shit too at the time. Like, yeah. Love this shit.
Fuck yeah, bro. Then we get to Envy the Sunshine. Absolute garbage, in my opinion. Way too sugary. Just whack as fuck. I was waiting for Gwen Stefani to come on this bitch and start singing and shit. Terrible fucking song. I don't like this song at all. That's why Envy the Sunshine.
Yeah, at the start of the song, you hear his daughter, you know, saying, "Oh, you know, sing me that song," you know. So it's clearly kind of done for her, and like the lyrics are kind of dedicated to her. You know, he just talks about, you know, I'll always, you know, light up your world if you promise to be my baby girl and all that kind of stuff. You know, obviously, I think this song will appeal to those that are fathers, you know, if they have daughters. You know what I mean? They'll probably get something out of it. You know, that's personally not me. So, you know, I personally don't get that much out of it. And it's also a bit weird coming from the godfather of the wicked shit, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a screwball, you know what I mean? It's I guess you could say this album's equivalent of like Aha or something, just something that's completely out of the blue and makes you go, whoa, you know, what the hell is this? I don't hate the song, you know what I mean? I think it's kind of, you know, it's nice that he did it for his daughter and all that stuff. Like, I understand the meaning behind it, but yeah, not really a big fan of the song overall. I thought the chorus was all right. Thought that was fine. And you know, the beat, you know, it's kind of like happy and a little bit jolly, I suppose, you know, to go with it. I don't really hate it. Like, I sort of get it, but at the same time, I personally don't connect with it. So yeah, that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. It's not a bad song. I get the meaning behind it. The chorus is the best part of the song, in my opinion. You know, maybe if I had a daughter, I'd feel different about it, you know, just because what the song is. This song right here, it sounds like a male dominance outtake. Like it would have fit in perfectly on male dominance, in my opinion.
Or
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, not a bad song, but not like. I really like the chorus. The beat's cool. I can dig that he did it for his daughter, shit like that. But
Yeah, I think
kind of
the way the production kind of builds to the chorus and like how it kind of crescendos at the chorus is quite nice. You know what I mean? I appreciate that.
Yep.
all right, now we get Love featuring TNT. Esham and TNT just shitting all over bitches.
Love it.
Yeah, I like this song. It's decent. It's not one of my favorites, but it's not whack either. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's in the middle, but I like what they're talking about. Definitely. My thoughts on that?
I personally don't like this song at all. It's my second least favorite song on the album. I really don't like it at all. For me, it's production. I think the beat on this is ear gritting. I don't like it. That sort of kind of squealy guitar that's in it, and then you've got some like really kind of distorted guitar go from the top of it. Not a big fan of this song. I don't mind what they're talking about, you know what I mean, but I just feel like it's nothing that you haven't heard in rap songs like a million times, and I think these guys have done it better even. Yeah, it's nice to hear TNT, R&P to TNT, but I just don't like the song at all. It's just, it's crap, in my opinion.
Man, this song is fucking fire. I don't give a fuck. I love this song. No, seriously, this song is super dope. It's just, shitting on women. TNT has the illest verse on here. I fucking love his verse. Mad quotables. How you love that hoe when you know who she is. Got 5 baby daddies and 8 different kids. Like, so ill. And then my favorite line that he spit is, where is it? The fuck? I just had it. Oh yeah, her last man did a bid for some shit that stank bitch did. Now she pregnant with your kids, so your wrist just slit. Shit's fire, man. I love this shit. The I love you and that beat would break down. Rest in peace, TNT. I thought an amazing verse on here.
If 20 Montana Mob music came out in 96, bro, forget about it. Forget about it.
It sucks that we never got a solo TNT album.
It went crazy.
Yeah.
Shit, nigga. Now we get to one of my favorite songs. Top 3, probably. Glocks Up. Man, always love this track. Grimy as shit. I'll be the UNH LY toe tag. I'll be the UNH LY toe tag. The body bag, make your mama cry. You got some heat for Dice. I'll shoot Dice till his ass gets craps. That shit was hard as fuck. He caught a body on this shit. Absolutely love this song. Love it.
I know a lot of people love this song. I personally never got into it personally. Yeah, no, not. I like what he's saying. The rhymes in here are pretty good, but just the overall song I could never get into, like the production and stuff like that. Again, that line with Dice is dope. That's dope as hell. And taking shots at Eminem as well at the end. But yeah, no, it's okay. It's not one of my favorites. Mainly just because of production. I thought like the rhyming and stuff like that was pretty good.
Man, this song is hard as fuck. The beat, everything. The way he comes in. Bitch, time to get outpaid. Super dope track. The shit is hard in the whip. Hard. And he just kills it on this track. One of my early favorites when it first came out, just because it was just right off the bat, it was just in your face. Super dope.
Oh yeah, love that track.
Is
we
he
get
is he crazy? Fuck around with Rosemary's Baby. Maybe
yeah.
you die. Ah,
You say, "I'm a nigga, you a honky," or
yeah.
Eminem's.
I thought
Yep,
that was.
yep.
I'll be honest. I thought that was kind of weak. I'm like, come on, that's what you're gonna come with. I get it, but I thought that line was kind of weak.
But that song is hard. Though.
Fire.
I love that shit. And now we get Intro C, Hallucinogenics. Not one of my favorite songs, but the bass line on this is hard as fuck. It's kind of like, I don't think it's whack at all. I don't love it, but that bass line, I can say that's the highlight for me. I love that shit. It's short, but yeah.
Yeah, I have mixed opinions on this song. I think it reminds me of Poetry earlier on in the album, in that it's like three verses, and as the verses go on, the beat kind of slowly develops, which is, I think, is a really dope idea. I liked it more on Poetry though. This song, it's pretty good, like up to a point. But see, the third verse, when the drums start coming in, those drums are loud as hell, like really loud, to the point where you can barely work out what he's saying. The thing that I do like as well, see, is the song gets crazier as it goes on. His lyrics get crazier as they go on, and he just kind of sounds like he's losing his mind. You know what I mean? Which is appropriate, you know what I mean? Because this production is weird, you know what I mean? Starts off kind of minimalistic, and then like weird kind of like sort of comes in, and then at the end it's just banging drums, you know what I mean? But yeah, I have mixed opinions on it. I think it's an interesting concept, and I like what he was trying to do. I just think the execution wasn't all the way there. But yeah, I think those drums could have been turned down. I think that's the main problem. A little bit hard to listen to, but yeah, interesting song. I don't know what I truly feel about it, and I've owned this album for 5 years.
I love this track. I love the drums at the end. They are kind of obnoxious, but the shit is fire. I shoot a little cane, paranoid, insane, schizophrenic, panic attack, a manic, depressed, stressed the fuck out. Like,
yeah, that's when he's losing his mind. Yeah,
just completely losing his shit, and it's just all over those loud ass drums. And now, I remember back in the day when those drums kicked on, like I fucking loved it. But listening to it the past few days, I'm like, I wish they kind of turned those down just a little bit. But I appreciate what they were going for, just because of what he was rapping about.
Yeah.
Excuse me, when the beat broke down like that, because he just completely lost his shit, and it was super dope.
Hell yeah. Now we go to Skydive. Man, shit is hard. Love that beat. It's safe to fuck it. I'll just spoil it. It's safe to say that I like Tongues a little bit now, yo. I like the album now. Still a lot of shit is on there, like I said earlier, but yeah. Skydive is dope.
Yeah, I like this song a lot too. Dope song, really like the production on it. Again, just him. Just a really, really dope flow on this song. Love the chorus. Skydive just to stay alive. Maximum overdrive. Some don't survive. You know what I mean? I need some therapy. Ain't nobody helping me. That shit. Yeah. It's dope. You know what I mean? And just like you can kind of picture him, either physically doing that or like mentally doing that. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, I'm in this kind of crazy situation with my back up against the wall, and a dope song. I like it a lot. I think it's one of the standouts on the album. Really, really dope track, and yeah, I like it a lot.
I like how hyped the beat is, and there's no drums in it really. Like the way it like builds up into the hook and shit, and then he's rapping on here. I really like this track. Super dope track.
Yeah.
Say the wrong thing, set a war off like Hitler Adolf. Like, just super dope. Esham was never afraid to fucking say whatever the fuck, rap it about Hitler and all that shit.
He's my good brother's Ross favorite rapper of all time. He's one of I think he's up there with the Jay-Z's, the Nas's. My opinion, niggas might think I'm crazy, That's how much I love Esham. He's one of the greatest lyricists to ever live, in my
Yeah.
personal opinion. Yeah.
I'd put him in my personal top 5 easily. Like easily.
Yeah, he's in my top 10.
Possibly
He's my top 10.
Possibly top 3, but definitely top 5 without a doubt.
Yeah. One of my favorite rappers ever, bro.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. He fucking, I know he technically wasn't the first to rap wicked shit, but he just did it so much better than anybody else, man. He wasn't afraid to rap about anything. Nothing was off limits with Esham. Dude rapped about the most fucked up shit, man.
Oh, yeah. Let me close out the album with Fuck a Lover featuring the Dayton Family. Oh, my goodness. A fucking banger. Even when me and Ross didn't like the record, we still love this song. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry to give it away, but, you know. Damn, some fuck a bitch shit. My Uzi is my fucking bitch. And, you know, Shoestring and Bootleg has some of the illest voices ever in rap. I love their voices. Just grimy as fuck. I love Fuck a Love. Great song. We're ready to close out the album, too.
Yeah, I love this song. I think it's one of the best songs on the album. Love the chorus, you know, I got a new Z I sleep with under my covers, ready to murder, so fucking love it. You know, that's that perfect blend of like it's gangster as hell, but at the same time it's catchy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really dope chorus. Love Esham's verse, you know, my Uzi weighs a ton and I got no love. Got love for none. My rams for bloody ones assassinated your sons. Like just, you know, going off on that. Real violent. And then Shoestring, really dope verse. I really like the third verse. You know, I gotta tell you, Esham, you get more sleep than me because I sleep with a Glock, aka and the cameras and a fucking Uzi. Because I've been diagnosed with being a schizophrenic. So when I hit the acid croak, these bitches panic. You know, just a really dope. You know, they all went in. You know what I mean? Just like that, gun toting. You know, stay strapped, got a cocked. You know, shit. You know, they all do it so well. Like you said. Shoestring and Bootleg have really dope voices. I like Ghetto E as well. I know he wasn't an original member. You know, they brought him in on the second album, FBI. But, you know, I like him too. You know, I thought this is a really dope way to end off the album. And one of the best songs on it. And, yeah, Dayton Family at this time were signed to Gotham Overcore as solo artists. And, yeah, those are in the insert as well. See, those advertised. So, yeah. Yeah, dope shit. Really like this song a lot.
You know, it's that raw Flint Town gangster shit.
Absolutely.
This album right here was actually my introduction to Dayton Family. You know, the features, you know, from Shoestring and then this song right here. And fucking just a great way to end the album. Just with a super hard track. Like Mike said, Bootleg and Shoestring have some of the illest voices. Them dudes are fucking hard. And like when Dayton Family is rapping, you're scared. Like, you're like, I don't want to cross these dudes. I don't want to. Like,
it's a good way of putting it, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I love this track. I don't know if you guys ever heard the solo albums that they put out on Gotham Overcore.
No, I didn't. No,
I did, but that was back in the day. We were doing the blunt rides. I forget. My boy was playing them. My boy PJ, who's still my friend to this day. In real life.
All three of them are really good.
Yeah.
Shoestrings Cross Addicted, like. That was the first one I bought, and I bought it shortly after I got this album. And that album is just front to back, just a banger.
Oh, with the Bootleg joint when he's showing his back.
That shit. Yep.
Is that hard?
It is. All three of them are dope. All three of them. You know, Ghetto E's the weakest member. You know, I know he's not an original member, but he's the weakest one. But his album was even dope.
And Esham's on that.
Yep. He's on a couple tracks on there, and those tracks are fucking like some of the best songs on that album.
I want to just pistol whip a motherfucker when I hear Bootleg and Shoestring rap.
Hell yeah. Yeah, their shit on this track is fire, man. Like, I thank E for showing me Dayton Family because they became one of my favorite groups. Like, just
absolutely
everything they did is just so dope. But yeah, great way to end a great album.
Yeah, we get to the end of it. I highly enjoyed this, and every episode, like we do when we review an album, we give the mic rating like the sauce. That's our tribute to the sauce, and they give a top 3 tracks. So for me, I go the top 3 tracks first. I gotta say, Mr. Negativity, Glocks Up, and Fuck a Lover. But those and used to not like this album that much at all. Still some shitty songs on here for me, but I would give this 4 mics, man. 4 mics. I want to say a 3.5, but I go 4 mics, bro. I like it way more than I liked before. So, I always have the 89, 99, era Esham as my favorite shit, but decent album, good album, now, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Tongues. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, my top 3 songs would be Everyone, Fuck a Lover, and Detroit 101. And I might be a bit of a harsh rater on this one, but I'm going to give it 2.5 mics out of 5. The reason for that is because it's simply like straight down the middle for me with this album. There's stuff on here if it's dope. There's stuff on here if it's terrible. And there's a decent amount of stuff, and I'm kind of like, on. There's songs that could have been really good, but they ended up just being okay. Yeah, sort of, it's like a real mix with this album. But I'll give it its props, First of all, like I said, Esham, maybe not the strongest lyrically on this album, but as far as like his voice and his delivery and all that stuff goes, still dope as hell. So that's a plus point. Another plus point, I generally think the production's quite good. You know what I mean? A real return to the dark kind of style, but at the same time, completely different from his old albums. It feels like a combination of everything that he had done up to this point. So like a mixture of his old wicked shit along with the sort of newer sort of live instrumentation style of Male Dominance and Wicked Worldwide. It feels like a real mixture there. And I think the production was pretty dope. And another thing is that this album, even though it's long as hell, it's 24 tracks, it's not boring. It goes by pretty quickly. You know what I mean? This album, you haven't got time to be bored because it's so quick, fast paced. You know what I mean? It goes through each song really quickly. So those are the good points of the album. The bad points to the album for me. Yeah, no problem, Mike. The sort of weak points for me of the album. Some of the features not so hot. Heather Hunter was horrible. I didn't really like Kool Keith on the album. But at the same time, you got some dope features. You got the Dayton Family on there, Masterminds on there. It's nice to hear TNT. Other problems, just some of the songs were a little bit too short, in my opinion. And generally, I find that a lot of the songs, lyrically just weren't. How would I put this? They sounded good, but they didn't have the substance of his old shit. It's kind of hard to explain, but like, I feel like his older stuff had a lot. Like I just felt it a lot more. There was a lot more to get into. But yeah, Tongues. I know we've dissed it a lot on this podcast. Is it a bad album? No. Is it a good album? I don't know. Maybe. You know what I mean? Obviously, a lot of people love it, and I respect that. For me, it's mixed. You know what I mean? Just it's an interesting album, and that's something that's true even to this day. I'm not a big fan of the Esham's newer stuff, but it's interesting. Shit,
Right.
You never know what he's gonna do next. So
Right.
He's one of those guys. He's gonna keep on experimenting and doing weird stuff, and I appreciate him for that. So yeah, Tongues from 2001. That's my kind of wrap up on that.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's celebrating 20 year anniversary this year. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
25 or 20 years. 20 years, like that's crazy. We're talking about albums from 2001 being 20 years old.
Like I bought this in the store when it came out. Like it's so crazy. My 3 favorite songs on here: Everyone, So Selfish, and probably Glocks Up. I love those 3 tracks. I think this album's a classic. I'll give it 5 mics. There are weak points on this album. Violent J's verse, Heather Hunter's verse, Envy the Sunshine. But what this album means to me and the sentimental value that this album holds, the memories I have with this album, the people that were around when we were bumping this album, just it means so much. I fucking love this album. I had so much fun revisiting it. I listen to it all the time anyway, but getting ready for the show, listening to it, just I don't think I'll ever get sick of this album. It's just super dope. Esham returned to the dark shit because he did kind of stray from that sound, but still keeping that gangster shit. Ross said it perfect. You were saying how it's just kind of a mix of everything he did up to that point, just in one album, everything he had ever done, and just super dope. I like the production during this era too. Him working with Santos. I think they worked on Wicked Worldwide as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like that the combination because it kind of brought in like a new vibe, a new feeling for Esham, and just a classic album in my opinion. I love this album from the very first time I heard it until I listened to it again today before the show, and it holds up. I love this shit.
Yeah, and it's an interesting album historically as well, because this is the last of like the classic, like I said earlier, the Gotham Overcore would go out of business shortly after this, so it's the last album of that initial run. So yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it was weird when he signed to Psychopathic just 2 years after this album came out.
Yeah, it was like a little over a year because Acid Rain came out in 2002. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I always liked when he worked with ICP and stuff. Like I said before, they have so many classic songs together. Panic Attack's not one of them, but it did feel kind of weird when he signed with Psychopathic because it always felt like he was the he's the inspiration for Psychopathic. Violent J just bigs him up. And still to this day, in every interview, it seems like he manages to throw some Esham love in there. So it did feel kind of weird. It was, kind of an end of an era with, RLP, Gotham,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think he even said, like when he signed the Psychopathic, like his back was up against the wall. He had daughters. You know what I mean? He needed to get food on the table, and that was the opportunity that was presented to him, so he took it. So
yeah, I think shit got fucked up when Dead Boy got locked up.
Yeah, in like 97 or so, around that time. Yeah.
And then because he had that studio during like Bruce Wayne and Multi-Killionaire that got broken into, and all the equipment got stolen.
Yep. Yeah. And Dead Boy, like, even though like that's his brother, and like he, you might not realize it, but like he had a massive influence on like the music itself, because he was schizophrenic, and like a lot of the stuff that Dead Boy went through, Esham used that as lyrical inspiration. You know what I mean? Like pretty amazing stuff. And of course, Dead Boy did all the artwork and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, no, the fact that he was locked up had a big influence or a big impact on Esham. You know what I mean? And I think that's why the music got a bit lighter. You know what I mean? Around that time period, it was probably because of that.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Had to take a piss, put a drink in the freezer.
No problem.
What's your top three, Rone? I missed it, bro.
Everyone, So Selfish, and Glock's Up.
Oh yeah, you get us a 5 micer, huh?
Yeah, classic. Yeah. It's a classic in my eyes. Like I was saying, this album just means a lot to me. The people that I was around at the time, just the memories with this album, just it'll never get old. It's just there are, like I said, there are weak points on this album, but still a classic in my opinion.
Oh yeah, brother. I like it a lot better now. How do you feel about this, Ross?
Yeah, so I give it 2.5.
Damn.
Yeah. So, well, the reason for that's straight down the middle score, and this album has a bit of everything. That was my reason for it. There's some stuff on here if it's great. There's some stuff on here if it's terrible, and there's a lot of stuff that's kind of in between. So for me, it just felt right to kind of go straight down the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It sounds sounds kind of negative 2.5, but it just felt right to me.
My reasoning for giving it a 4 is the lyricism. His pen is just immaculate, other than like Panic Attack and other shit. And like this, the good songs are fucking good, you know.
Yeah, they are.
And listening to it, preparing for this review, you know.
Yeah, like I did enjoy listening to it, like for the review. You know what I mean? It wasn't, like I said earlier, like even though it's a long album, it's an easy listen. You know, it's sort of enjoyable, even though like some of it's bad. But you know, it's a really interesting album, and I really enjoyed reviewing it because it's just it is one of those albums that's fun to dissect because it's weird. You know, Esham, one of a kind.
He was still kind of in that male dominance phase, you know, experimenting with sounds. It wasn't a happy album like Male Dominance was, but the way he was experimenting with sounds and shit on here is, you know, in that same kind of vein.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Santos kind of connection there came through on that. And in the booklet, you know, they advertised, you know, Not As Godlike coming later this year, 2001. Of course, Gotham Overcore went out of business. But, you know, Number 6 Records, whatever it was, I guess they picked up some of the scraps from Gotham Overcore. So they put out that and like a Jackie Jasper album and like a Cool Keith like collab album with like Mark Live or something. Yeah, so Godlike is an album that I need to re-listen to because I have not listened to that in a long time. Yeah.
Louis Batista said, "What are your thoughts on Repentance?"
Repentance for me would probably be what Tongues is for Ross. It's kind of like 50-50.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like, not Tongues. Repentance has some dope moments on there. Like that Super Duper song is really dope, and there's a couple of other ones on there too. But
I love the Bone Thugs track.
Pay, yeah, dope. Yeah. It's got some dope joints in there, but it's got some tracks on there that I don't like at all. Like Look at Me, Mommy.
I'm not gonna lie though, being from elementary, Jesus, like 5th grade up to, you know, in high school and loving Esham and all my Juggalo homies, because you know, Rone, Massachusetts is a clown town, bro. Like my whole school was just riddled with Juggalos, and I knew all of them, so they loved Esham. But being at my mother's house in Providence, Rhode Island, and seeing the Woo 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 video, shitty song, but seeing that on BET was dope for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, now the world knows Esham. I felt, you know what I'm saying? But KJ said review more albums. Hell yeah, we got Dead Flowers coming soon, bruh.
Yep, that's gonna be 25 years. Yeah.
The remaster's dope. The remaster's dope. I like the way he packaged that.
Yeah, it's very nice. I got mine in today. Yeah.
Oh, you got it? Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, super dope. I was excited that it was like, I swear, man, like Esham, he just knows like what the fans want, and he's come a long way in the last 10, 15 years from, you know, the hell of a store to now.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, I said, I even added him on Twitter that he should remaster Judgment Day again. I know he already did it, but it was so bad that if he did it again with whoever's doing all these new remasters that he's been doing the last few years, and package it together as like one double disc with the cover art, you know, the entire art as one, I think that would be fucking dope.
I love the remasters, especially the EP collection. I remember when that first came out, and I was bumping that shit in my van. That motherfucking cruising down 7 Mile. Oh man.
Yeah, all the Booming Words from Hell remaster. I was super hyped for that one because it doesn't sound bad. The original, it's just really low.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Judgment Day as well.
Yeah, like, it's just low. It just needs to be, you know, that remaster for Boomin' like really brought it to life. Super dope.
playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and just playing that EP collection over and over again. That shit is so hard. I love all of them. But erotic poetry is kind of like that with that EP, but everything else, complete fire.
Yeah, erotic poetry is probably like the only blemish that he had in the 90s.
Yeah, and even with the remaster, it still sounds kind of shitty. Like that, that's real like gutter. That one for whatever reason.
What do y'all think of that? My nigga KJ said
full catalog box set. I would go 1989 to I don't know 01. His initial run. I would stop there.
Yeah, the RLP, the OG RLP era.
Yeah.
This is more for me and Rone Bone, but
Top 5 psychopathic albums of all time.
I got it in my head. I can do it easily. Tales from the Lotus Pod, Great Malenko, Green Book, One Less G in the Hood, Hatchet Warrior.
I'd go Tales from the Lotus, not in any order.
Yeah.
Tales from the Lotus Pod, Malenko, Most Tasteless.
Ooh.
Shit. That's where it gets hard. Maybe
I do one artist because that'd be all Joker's cards if I did ICP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's tough because like you got Riddlebox, fucking Freak Show, Green Book, Abominations, Jekyll Brothers. Like, I'll give you my top. That's my top 3. I can't do 5 off the top like that. That's hard.
Word. Yeah, I got mine locked in. Yeah. Oh, next UFCD next week. Riddlebox versus Found.
Gee, I wonder what album's gonna win.
Cisnac wrote I love Found. Like
such a trash album.
Oh man.
So like you should just cancel the show and be like Riddlebox won.
Like I know why he likes it. It's a personal thing, but for me, that album just.
There's like 2 good songs on there, I think, maybe 3.
I fucked the cop, lost at the carnival.
I really like Okay. It's such a
gay.
Yeah, but I love it.
Shout out to my nigga Lord Zero, a fellow Esham, Mark like me, and Ross. He said Found is enjoyable. Not for me.
No.
Which one had Flamethrower on it?
Lost.
Okay.
Fucking love it. Love that song. But Rone Bone, I don't want to keep you, brother. You can go. You're free to go, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you guys are kicking it, I'll chill, but...
You want to kick it, Ross, or what?
Yeah, I'm happy to talk. Yeah, I'm all good.
All right. Oh, yeah.
I know Ross got the Judgment Day box set recently.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
That's
during the summer, I managed to get my hand on that. Yeah. I see a lot of those unreleased songs. Fire, really fire. Like, yeah, it's crazy that they're so hard to find. Like, if you didn't have the box set.
Yeah, I haven't listened to those, Judgment Day 3 and 4 in a long time, but I do remember there being some pretty good songs on there.
Fucking Nappy Head. Jesus Christ.
Yes, Nappy Head. Yeah, that's closed casket shit right there.
Yeah, it was weird how it was like, supposed to be from the Judgment Day era, but there was clearly shit from Closed Casket, like even like Dominance era.
Yeah. There's that song, that Hidden Track 1, which is from like 2000. I love that. Yeah, that's banging.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Ross on those files because nigga, you can't even download that shit. It's so hard to find. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So none of that shit is uploaded at all?
Nope.
If you get YouTube, maybe a low 120 kbps, some dumb shit like that.
And even that, it's not everything. Yeah. There's an annoying thing though. See Judgment Day Volume 4, the track listing's messed up with some of the songs. They're not titled incorrectly. Oh, it's annoying.
Yeah. I remember being frustrated with that when I got it. I was like, oh, fuck. I think there were more songs than that were actually listed too, right?
Possibly. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Still a dope item to have though. I'm so glad
I
Yeah, I would love to get that, man.
And it has the certificate and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you get everything that was originally included with it?
Yep, got the whole thing. Yep.
Oh, that's super dope.
My box is a little bit beaten up, but I'm, still happy. Just the corners of it, but still happy.
I was looking at mine today. I was like, that box set has held up pretty well over the last 15 years or whatever, and I've moved like a lot, a bunch of different times, and the corners on mine are a little beat up too, but I don't give a fuck. I'm never gonna get rid of it. So
yeah, I think I put my Nadas box set within that one, so yeah, it has them like kind of both together. Yeah,
I love that Nadas box set, man. That DVD is worth the purchase alone.
It is.
Get what's up, man? What's going on?
Hey,
Steve.
In the building, man. Oh man, dope review, guys.
Thanks, brother.
Even though I hate that album, I really tried listening to it. 24 songs, too damn long, and like, what was Kool Keith thinking, man? Jeez, woo.
So that's a really bad representation of Kool Keith.
Yes, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's really bad, man. Because I'm a fan of Kool Keith. Like, honestly, my introduction to Kool Keith was back in like the early 2000s, and I want to say it was either Dr. Octagon or Dr. Doom was like my introduction to Kool Keith, and then the shit that I heard from that, it was like amazing to me. Then I got into Ultramagnetic MCs later on, and then from that on, I was like, "Ooh!" But then he put out that bullshit. It's like, my G, like, what's going on? But
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to some Kool Keith shit because I like his shit on here. So I mean, this is the only stuff I know too. So
yeah,
I would recommend. I would start with Dr. Octagon and then work your way up.
But being the wicked shit lover that you are, Rome, you like the horrorcore shit. I'll go first come, first serve too. Along with Steven just said,
That's all. Yep.
Apartment 223.
Woo! That's my favorite joint.
Yeah.
That's my favorite joint off that album. Woo! Yo, that's just
Your favorite Esham album is Closed Casket, right, Steve? If I'm correct?
Yeah, Closed Casket for me. Then Kill the Fetus. And then I would say, Kill the Fetus, then Dead Flowers for me. Those are my top 3 Esham albums for me.
Likewise, mine's Dead Flowers second, and then Kill the Fetus. It used to be Kill the Fetus second, but over the years, man. Whew.
Yeah.
My only gripe with Kill the Fetus was obviously the mixing, but he remastered that, thank God. But the fact that Helter Skelter's edited, like, what the fuck? Like, you have to get the Helter Skelter EP to get the dirty version. It's like, what the hell? But I get why he did that, to get radio play, because that was supposed to be the single, right, for the album, or was it Sunshine?
I think they both were.
Okay.
I love the EP version. Dead Boy talking shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm back like Ice-T. Shit's hard.
Devil's
Should have
Night?
killed me last year.
Should have killed me last year.
Yeah, man.
Dead Boy. And he's like, I'm a creep. Get your motherfucking ass. Shit's hard.
yeah, the EP version's way better.
Absolutely. Yeah. Devil's Night. Woo.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
The album version got that much your pleasure, mister.
Yeah, I love that clean version because it's still so hard, even though it's clean lyrics. It's one of those ones. It's like, that's a hard thing to do because most clean versions sound shit. Let's be honest. But that one, I don't know. I still like it a lot.
I like the clean version too.
That disc is beautiful.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Steve, what do you think, my nigga? Got the RLP drip.
That's just clean, yo. It's clean.
I was gonna put on my RLP shirt and I fucking forgot.
Yeah, this nigga Rome got the EPs actual.
Yeah, you got the actuals. Don't tell me you got erotic poetry and all that shit, right? Oh yeah, he probably do.
Yeah, he's in a stunt.
Of course he does.
Yeah, of course. He's just like Ricardo.
Let me get my flex on real quick.
Oh shit, this nigga.
Oh,
you asshole.
Not that shit that Dead Boy was selling either.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, it's the real thing.
Damn.
I bought this on Amazon in like '04 for like $10.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. And then I just bought this. I bought Homie Don't Play maybe a year and a half ago for like,
Oh.
I think I paid 30 shipped for it.
It's pretty good.
I love Parental Advisory too. I love that.
Yeah, the red. Yeah.
And it came from Japan too. I was kind of skeptical about it. I was like, man, I hope this is fucking legit. And it turned out to be. So I was really glad.
Some of his best works on those EPs, like Mega Brain as well. You know?
Ooh, I love that Mega Brain EP.
Yeah, that's the only one I have. Yeah.
But you got the EP collection, good enough.
Yeah.
But the collector in me, I want that beautiful blue Helter Skelter disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Devil in the Moon is such a classic logo. I love that. One of my favorite logos.
Yeah.
I'd love to get a shirt with that, you know. Just
I think Dead Boy did this, what I was told.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
this in the mail yesterday. My bad.
I got the red shirt with the white Devil in the Moon. It's fire.
Oh,
Nice.
hell yeah. I love that shit.
I got this in the mail yesterday. That shit made my day.
Oh, man.
Black Castle. This shit right here. Like, you know, if you guys like, you know, the mid-90s Killer Army, Sons of Man, like Iron Man, all that shit, like this deserves to be part of the conversation. But the story with this album was it was supposed to come out in 96, but it got shelved, you know, due to label politics, and I think RZA had something to do with that too. And you know, it came out in 05, like the under thinking like Nature Music, but it sold out quick, and it was like long out of print for years. And then finally he got with this Back to the Source record label that they based out of Belgium, and then they put it out. It's like I think they only made like 500 or 300 limited quantity, but I jumped on that shit real quick, and man, this album is highly recommended. It's dark, gritty, that fucking Carhartt Gore-Tex Timberland boot and a brick morning. Yo, this album is that shit right here, man. So I highly recommend it.
Timbo King, one of the greatest Wu-Tang affiliates ever.
I agree. Whew. Man. Yeah, that made my week because I was having a horrible week. You know, just doing shit, man.
Likewise.
Yeah. Right.
I just picked this up. I haven't heard this yet.
Oh shit.
Special Benny.
It's good for Benny. Benny catches bodies all over that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially it's nice with the lyricism, but just his voice I can't really rock with.
Yeah, it's the only
shit.
shit.
Are retarded.
Yeah, I picked that up. I had like rewards points at Bull Moose, and I picked that up.
Shout out to Bull Moose, man.
Fuck yeah.
Quick delivery.
Hell yeah.
All that good shit.
I love buying CDs, man. I know you guys do too. It's just
yeah.
I watch all of Steven's collection videos. Like it's just even though like I don't know a lot of the albums you're talking about, I just love watching that kind of stuff. It's just super
man. That's the whole point, man. I make the videos to inspire people, man. Like to put people on to like, you know, people that might not be familiar with some of the artists I show. And I've had people hit me up like, yo, because of you, like I started a CD collection. Like I'm humbled by that. So it's like shows I'm doing something right, you know, and you too. And everybody in this podcast, you know, and I wish Ross would come out of retirement, but you know, that's a different.
Yeah, I don't know. You never know. I'm like I'm the Dr. Dre of this shit. You know, I make people whip.
Yo, speaking of Dr. Dre, hopefully he's, you know, wishing him a speedy recovery first and foremost.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
But I was like, because you know I have my iPod on shuffle. You know that, Mike. I always play that in my car. And the intro for the Aftermath album that the compilation album that everybody loves to hate, which I agree. I like the album. Just too many R&B songs.
The R&B songs are fucking atrocious.
It is. I agree.
Oh my god.
That beat for the intro and how that shit sounds. Like it's so cinematic, dogs. Like holy shit! You guys,
nigga, that King T song. That's straight.
Oh, man, yes,
straight on. Yeah,
Yeah. You can have shitty speakers and it just sound good. That's how good his mixing is. It's crazy.
Yeah, I actually talked about that last week.
Easily.
Tongues over Encore. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't think Encore is really beating much.
No.
Monster's like the only song I ever liked from that album.
Yeah, I think there's probably like 2 or 3 good songs on that album.
Yeah. I couldn't even tell you. I mean, it's been a while since I heard that album. Well, Superman was on that, right?
No,
that's
that's
not
Eminem Show.
Eminem Show, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But when you start putting songs like ass like that, like, oh, no.
Oh, horrendous, yeah.
Jesus Christ, like, what are you doing?
And Dr. Dre has a production credit on that. Oof, that's a stain on his career. Jeez.
That was definitely a cash in on Dre's part.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dre makes people shelve mad shit, but that came out. Oof, there.
Right?
Encore should have been shelved. It should have been.
I agree.
Dre should have been like, "This is work. We're not putting this out. We're going to get you sobered up or whatever. You know what I mean? We're going to get you sorted out. We're not putting this out. Hell no."
I mean, I get it because it's Eminem, and Eminem's going to sell regardless of how the
Oh,
music.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah, his core audience at that time too, and he was heavy into addiction too. So
Yeah.
you know, yeah. But
I seen Rone Bone's top 20. I mean, not top 20. Top albums of 2021 so far. It's dominated by the Cloth.
oh shit,
Oh, nice.
You know how I feel about them niggas.
Yeah.
Oh man, that substance abuse, bro. Riggs.
Fire,
Oh, yeah, that's just hard. Yeah.
That's my introduction to Future Wave right there. That production on that album's fire.
Oh my god, I got
Really?
Rose on that shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Really enjoy it.
that Mooch Boss Sauce, bro. From, like last year.
Mm-hmm.
Retarded. That
just-
shit. Well, go ahead,
No,
Ron.
good.
No, they said the Fifth Element joint, whatever.
Yep.
No, Fifth Power, whatever the fuck. I'm
Yeah.
high right now.
Power, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I just
hard.
ordered the hard copy of Flea Lords in the Name of Prodigy.
Oh, he shipped it that quick?
No, he just put it up for order yesterday. I'm saying I ordered that shit. He said in
Oh,
like
okay.
300 copies or something like that.
That album's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that Flea Lord Muggs album that they're working on.
Oh, whew.
That's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
Rome Streets and Mugs too. I'm a Rome Streets mark.
Yo, I'm looking forward to that because that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that nigga's a problem with the pen.
Yeah, he's underrated.
Big facts.
Yo, I revisited this is like off topic, but I revisited the DJ Yella album, One More Nigga to Go, that came out in '96. Did y'all hear that? What's y'all thoughts on that?
I never heard that.
Never listened to it, no.
Okay. Yeah, I just felt like it felt rushed. You know, like way too many interludes and like I don't know, it just wasn't well put together in my personal opinion. It got some decent songs here and there, but it just for me it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't well put together. It felt rushed to me personally. But
Who he got rapping on there?
Yeah.
you have people like you know, BG Knockout, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
some like the affiliates, like some of like the low tier like Ruthless or the artist that was on like for like a short period of time, you know, people like that. And so
When did it come out? 96?
96, yeah.
Low
And
tier.
that was hard to find, so it's like it's a little pricey too. But I have it, but yeah, it's alright. But it's good to have to, you know, to complete the NWA collection, if you will.
Word.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna dive into those Dayton family solos that Ron was talking about. And I heard them back in the day, you know, during
Yeah.
long rides or whatever.
I think I have one of them. Hold on.
I just sit down, listen to that shit.
Yeah, I got the Ghetto Theater right here.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, if I the way I would rank them, I'd say Shoestring 1, Bootleg 2, Ghetto 3, but they're all good.
Right.
Dayton family is just. Have you guys heard the Welcome to the Welcome to the Trap House or something. What was that?
Welcome to the Dope House. Some shit
Welcome
like
to the
that.
Dope House.
05-ish.
Yes.
Yeah.
That album's hard as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
I gotta peep. I gotta peep that.
You got that song about folks, Gangster Disciples on there? Because that's what they are.
Yep.
You know? It's hard.
That shit. Oh man. I love Dayton Family. They're just so fucking grimy, man.
Down on Dayton, it's gonna be your fucking blood bad.
Oh, I love that song. Oof.
Who like my favorite member?
What's your favorite out? If you had to pick, What's on My Mind or FBI?
FBI. Fuck being indicted. But what's on my mind is so gutter. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dirty. It's dirty as fuck.
Yeah.
I remember my pops. We were in Media Play downtown Worcester, and it was actually we were going to an ICP show, and I found What's on My Mind, and it was the first Dayton Family album that I found in the store. And I told my pops, I was like, these guys put out solo albums. They're really dope. I wish I could get this. And my pops was playing with the CD, and the CD popped out of the protector, and he goes, "Oh, looks like you're getting it." And I was like, "All right, well, fuck it."
Oh, wow.
That's dope.
We walked right out of Media Play with the fucking CD.
My nigga used to break the fucking protectors. You know those big ass white clear things on them.
Yep.
Slide in the coat.
Yeah. But yeah, when I first heard that album, I was like, that's when I was trying to venture outside of the psychopathic shit and really find other, that was like when I was very beginning of like diving into hip hop and whatnot. And that shit was just so hard. Smoke for Free. Like,
oh, my favorite song off that album, man.
That shit is so dope.
Oh, yeah.
The production on that album. And then when they started working with 3-6 Mafia, like on the Prophet Posse CD. Imagine if Dayton Family signed to Prophet or Hypnotize at that time.
They got that song on my favorite 3-6 album ever, Chapter 2 World Domination.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Great album.
DJ Paul and Juicy J production with Shoestring and Bootleg. Forget about it.
Oh, yeah.
I would have minded Dayton Family No Limit album either because they're on that Down South Hustlers.
Oh.
And that shit is crack. Got the name of that song, but it's so hard.
Yeah, I've been on a No Limit kick lately, like No Limit Cash Money. So I might be joining, but I mean, unfortunately, I see the RBL posse in the background, Mike. Ruthless by Law. I see.
Oh
you.
yeah.
I see you. But
Pass me the zigzag. So
there's an album that I want to get, but that's just like I might as well just sell my kidney or something just to get this album. It's an album. It's a cat named Trey 8. I don't know if you guys heard of him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Trey 8 Ghetto Story. Yo, that album is fucking dark and grimy, son. He had a line on one of these songs like, "Yo, you scared to die, nigga?" I'm like, "Yo, what?" Yo, like you get down like that. Like, that shit. Yeah, that shit goes hard, man. Like early KLC production, like dope.
His voice is so gritty too.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Trey, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had to download it, but that shit goes hard.
Yeah, I just be happy with the download. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Incredibly overpriced bullshit.
I wish we released some shits, man. We released all those albums, man. That's never happened.
Thank you.
That No Limit stuff are you talking about?
What you said, Ron?
Is that No Limit stuff that you're talking about?
Yeah, it's like early No Limit, like mid-90s shit.
Oh, okay.
95.
Yeah, 95, yup.
And he ended up having a falling out with Master P, and he put out an album where he's on the front cover of an ice cream truck's getting blown up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, did you not know that, Steve?
No, I didn't know that.
No,
I'm still learning, like, you know.
No. So in '97, he dropped that album. It's called like "They Scared of Me" or something like that. And the original cover, he came to Pen and Pixel and said, I want an ice cream truck getting blown up. And they were like, "Oh, cool, we'll do it." And then Master P showed up at Pen and Pixel and said, "Do you know what the fuck you've done? Like, what the fuck is this? And
Wow.
then right there and then, Pen and Pixel like apologized. They took the ice cream truck out of the cover, so the final cover for the Trey 8 album doesn't have the ice cream truck in it. But what ended up happening was that right there and then, that was how the Pen and Pixel and No Limit relationship started. And right there and then, they designed like 20 covers right there. So yeah, that's how it started.
Speaking of No Limit, nigga, that motherfucking Steady Mom and Black Mafia.
Oh, it's hard, yeah.
Oh my God, album. Fucking DJ Darryl, man. His
Bro, you'd love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that's
I like a lot of that No Limit shit.
Rone Bone, he always cracks me up. He's like, I sold my Necro CDs to get No Limit. Fuck that dude.
For real though.
Yeah.
For real. Like I was like, you know what? I know I can get a decent amount of money for these CDs, and I really want to like get these No Limit CDs. That's exactly what I did.
Oh yeah. You got all the good shit too, brother.
Yeah, there's still some shit that I want to get, but fuck, man, all of it is like just expensive.
Yeah.
Nigga, that Max Shell Shocked is like,
I love
that never gets old. Yeah. Yeah, we already talked about Tongue's book, Show Beats, whatever your name is. Just go back when it uploads and watch it.
Yeah, you can just rewind it.
Yeah. Little after show talk.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Ghetto Commission. That's one of the ones.
Oh my God.
I love Ghetto Commission. His album. Oh man.
Yo, Rone, you about that ignorant shit?
Yeah.
That I'm about to kill the bloodline. Baka.
Yeah. Even Magic went hard on that, you know.
Yeah, killing your whole fucking family, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's grimy shit.
That's dope.
Yeah. Holloway?
Yeah, he's got a great voice.
Yeah, grimy.
I want to get into the Cash Money shit, but even some of those albums are hard to find at this point.
Oh, they are, yeah.
They're very expensive.
I wanted to get today. I tried to get BG. It's on you by 1 and 2. Stupid money. Like, I'm like, nigga, I'm good. You know.
Yeah, how much?
I forget, but I know it's expensive. So that's all.
Yeah, those are just as bad.
Yeah, even his Checkmate album is out of print. Go for a lot of money too.
2000 that came out. Yeah,
2000. Yeah. That's another album to get. I want to get the It's All on You Volume 1 and 2, but if it's like more than 20, I'm not buying it. Fuck that. It's not that serious.
And we're talking about albums that went gold and platinum, you know, if like Cash Money and No Limit at their height, but yet they're still impossible to find. It's like, are people just hoarding them? Like, what's going on?
Like, didn't they sell like their rights or whatever, like their I don't know, like their, I guess like their masters or whatever or something like that? Because I know he did that bullshit.
They own their their publishing.
Okay.
So I want P should re-release the shit, but
I agree. But
he's too busy making fucking cereal and pancake mixes and dumb shit like that.
Ramen or something. Yeah.
Rapper snacks.
Yeah.
Bullshit sneakers and shit.
Now I'm in a No Limit mood, dog. I gotta listen to some No Limit later on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, that Shell Shocked album is fire.
Camouflage thug nigga making you moan and
his flow.
He's the illest nigga in No Limit lyrically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga, that murder, kill with Mystical.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
C Murder is my favorite though.
Same.
I love C Murder.
Corey Miller, yo, Life or Death. Oh my God.
Great album.
Walking through the projects in '98, earphones on, just bumping that in the tape player. Oh man.
That shit got like 28 songs on it or something like that.
Yeah, and
all the way through.
It's a dark gangsta album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
And he's wearing those Air Maxes on the cover.
Fire. I love those Pen and Pixel covers, man. I don't give a fuck.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's character. and it's something that like is original. You know, it's like it's something that you could look back like 20 years from now. I'm like, oh shit, like I remember that. Like you'll never see anything like that again.
No,
niggas know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of like I used to buy Murder Dog magazine back in the day.
Hell yeah!
And every ad was like a pen and pixel cover.
yeah. Not the Murder Dog. They gave love to the clowns, bro.
And Esham.
Yep.
And yo.
That's the whole reason why I was into that magazine. I was like, this is like the one magazine that gives love to everything I like.
On Rap Bay, that sound like posters of the Murder Dog covers.
Okay.
Sure, this shit is hard.
Oh, word?
Yep.
Where the fuck is my phone?
That's dope.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that shit. That shit's hard, you know.
With mad evil, son.
That shit's ill.
I was like, that's 98. You know what I'm saying?
50 bucks. Do they got any like Esham ones or Nadas?
They got a bunch of shit. I'm gonna check if they got Esham though.
If they do, I'm copping that. I need an Esham poster for my room.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where the fuck my phone is.
They lost your phone?
Yeah, it's somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, when that happens.
Yeah. I didn't even notice till now. We did that whole review and shit.
Yeah, I told you them shits is hard, bro.
Yeah, the Murder Dog covers, some of them shits is classic. I remember Tech 9 was on it. He had the spike right there.
The gun.
Yep.
It's hard. Yeah, Tech in that era. Oh man, amazing.
Yeah, Calm Before the Storm era, man. That album, I love that shit.
That is
I'm all about Angelic, bro.
Oh, Suicide.
Oh, I don't want to wake up. I don't want to.
That beat, that was my introduction to him, actually. That song alone.
This ring.
Yeah.
Fuck
Breathe. That song Breathe was pretty dope too.
Breathe is fucking hard.
Yeah, she goes hard.
I like that better than the J. Cole version. The reparation version.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like Borsellini, right? Ross?
Yep,
yeah.
I like him.
I know Rome fucks with that.
Yeah, I gotta get some C Murder.
Borsellini, the second C Murder record?
Yep.
So, fellas, if somebody like me, like, I mean, yeah, I've heard C Murder's music and stuff like that, but if it's somebody like that doesn't know about C Murder, like, what would be the first album to check out?
The first album.
The first album, okay.
Yeah.
Life or Death. Yeah.
Life or Death. That's 97, right?
Yeah.
98.
No, 98. Yeah.
98. Okay.
You'd love it. I know.
I know.
I know you. I know you, bro.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, that album's so dope.
I think Rone had the ultimate come up. The nigga bought True to the Game and it had Smoking Green on that motherfucker.
Nice.
I bought it for $10.
Still.
Just recently?
Yeah, I think it was last winter I got on my all my No Limit shits. It was through I know you've seen the Declutter store if you're looking for CDs on eBay.
Oh
yeah.
And I just ordered it. I was like, fuck it, $10. I don't even care if it's the reissue because I just want to hear it.
Right.
And I got it in the mail. I was like, I just gotta fucking come up like crazy.
That is definitely a come up.
And that song is so good.
It is.
Fucking sample clearance is fucking ridiculous.
I want to get the one before that, True to the Game, but it's fucking like it's like $30, which ain't bad, but
the 95 album.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
True. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, not True to the Game, my bad.
True.
Such a good album.
Yeah. I remember I seen the video for About It back in 01 on Rap City. Because you remember they used to do like the what's that shit called? The Way Back Wednesdays. Way Back Wednesdays. And then like I saw the video. So as soon as I seen that video, I went straight to Jamaica Ave. I went to Music Factory, Recipes for Music Factory. Same store that Mr. Wolf and Beat Miners worked at back in the day. But anyways, went there, saw that shit. I think it was like $14.99, and I scooped that shit up real quick and fucking loved it. Like that whole album was fucking dope. Fucking That's How We Break Bread. Like I said, sound like some like leftover track from Tales from the Crypt from Sibo. Like just has that vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like
That's how you break bread.
yeah, love. That's my favorite song off that album, man.
You
Honestly,
take a bullet for your home, man.
yeah.
I gotta go with Kick Dough.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with Soldiers from that.
Oh man, fire.
Yeah.
I gotta go with the title track. It's short, but
Yeah,
I love that hook.
That shit is hard.
The whole album, though.
yeah.
What was the other one? Cluckers is fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the color shit. That shit is hard.
Yep.
I want to get their early shit, like Who's the Killer, like the '93 joint. Like
It's not a very good album.
I know, but you
Yeah.
know what? But like, what saved them was the beats, though. ESK's production at that time. That's
I think No Limit became amazing in '95.
No, I agree.
I would say, my opinion. I would say that's when they,
No, that's definitely true.
I worship them. Obviously, my shit.
Yeah, man.
See Murder's verse on Ghetto Dope.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I serve fiends. I once with the jet behind the rocks inside my jeans, but nowadays that's just hard. Man.
Fire.
It's a great song.
I'm so glad. I got to give props. If it wasn't for the Speaky Clout podcast, and I'm pretty sure it was you three, y'all were talking about, I forget what album it was, but I was like, dude, these dudes always talk so highly about No Limit. I was like, I gotta listen to it. So I give you guys props because I would have never listened. I always dismissed No Limit for whatever reason.
I've done it too, man. I'm guilty of it too, man.
I'll tell you what happened to me because I was a 13-year-old knucklehead listening to the War Report. My Juggalo shit. Its first Nori album. No, it wasn't out then. This is '97. So War Report, yeah, shit like that. And my cousin Nisha, she's from Tennessee. She's ratchet as fuck. It's like, they don't play Master P down here? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Master P. And she told me who he was. And my cousin Jason, this nigga had everything, and it blew my mind. And I got Ghetto D, and it was a rap,
Yeah.
It was a rap.
Yeah, it was all Mike for me. Mike got me into No Limit, so yeah.
That shit is really good. I like when I was getting into it and I'm like buying these albums and I'm like haven't heard a whack album yet. I'm like, I can't believe I dismissed this shit for like 20 years.
And the fact they put out albums like it was like pancakes, like,
right?
ridiculous to me, like holy shit, like
yeah, that's I mean, you see that sort of now, but back then, unheard of,
So many good albums in a span of 4 years.
Yep. It's not like these days, people shitting out albums every couple of months. You know what I mean?
right.
No Limit, back then. It was like a factory, but, it was dope. It was all dope shit. It was, probably led to some of their downfall, in the long run, just burning out their artists. But, at the time it was dope, and all of those albums, almost all of them went gold at least, which is like incredible accomplishment.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
And what's amazing too is like, the equipment, that they were using at the time, like, like this, like the recording process was very tedious. Everything was hardware, it was like no computers. I mean, they had computers, but not like today, like you could do everything on your laptop. No, they actually had to use like reels and that tape, all that. So for them to put that amount of product in that short period of time and its quality is impressive. So that shit right there, like that, I'm like, that boggles my mind, man. So that's crazy.
Rap A Lot Records, No Limit, Suave House, Hypnotized Minds, my favorite Southern labels ever.
Nigga.
Yep.
Early Cash Money last year.
Dude.
Yeah.
Fifth Ward Boys, Rated G, that album from '95, my nigga.
Yes.
Oh my
You got that Scorpions. Get over here, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite song off that album is Buster Free. That shit goes hard, nigga. It's like some horror movie shit.
I know you
Yeah.
like Scarface, Ron, so I know you would fuck with some rap a lot. Just
Yeah.
ignorant Southern shit.
Yes.
Yeah, outside of Scarface and like Ghetto Boys, I'm not familiar with rap a lot shit.
Yeah.
Ron, the most ignorant album you hear in your life is Convict, self-titled, from '91. I'm telling you,
I need that album.
that
Man.
could not come out today, right, Ross?
Oh yeah, and another good example would be Too Much Trouble's first album, Bringing Hell on Earth.
Yeah.
There's a song on that literally called "Take the Pussy." You know, it's a song about rape.
Jesus, dude, that's crazy.
Oh man,
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is around the time like C. Dolores Tucker and Tipper Gore.
Oh yeah.
Rap. So for them to put that out, like, you know, at that time, like, takes a lot of balls.
Yeah. Priority Records. You know,
Priority Records up. Just shame a lot of that shit is out of print, and I just hate that chopped and screw bullshit. I just can't get into it. I know it's a culture, but I can't.
Yeah. Well, I think I agree with you, but like, there's some good. You know, there can be some good chopped and screwed songs. You know.
Right.
on choruses, I fucking adore it.
Oh yeah, on the chorus and stuff. Yeah.
I ain't gonna rely, nigga. Still tipping is my shit.
By
Mike Jones.
what's his face? Mike Jones. Yeah. I have that album somewhere. The first Mike Jones album. Yeah.
That shit bangs. That song, that is.
Swisher House.
Yo.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta get some more Suave House stuff, man. But like, luckily I have Crime Boss's first album, All in the Game, and I have Mr. Mike Wicked Ways, so I'm happy with. And then, you know, like the April MJG albums like Lost and No More Glory. I happy to have those, but I got lucky with those. But other than that,
Do you have the version of Lost with the 3 discs?
yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lucky man. I only have the second. I only have the version with 2.
You know, you know what's crazy? I think it was because Freddie Lugo, he blessed me. I think the one with the 3 discs, because I got one. Some other dude that I met on Facebook, he sent me one with 2 discs that came with the first 2. But I think Freddie Lugo was the one that gave me the one with the 3 discs, and when he gave that to me, I was like, "Whoo!"
Yeah.
Less.
Yeah, I wish the Suave House discography was a bit bigger because I love all their stuff from back then.
Yeah.
You
Crazy.
want to call this a show, a night?
That's fun.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
good
yo.
with me.
Thank you so much, Rone Bone. Appreciate you, brother.
But,
Tell these people where they can get at you.
BeneathDirt.com, at Beneath Dirt on all social medias. Thank you for having me on.
Anytime.
I love Esham Tongue's album, man. It's such a dope album to me personally. But yeah, thank you again.
Anytime, brother. Shout out to
Yeah,
the chat.
I even listen to it, and I'm not like a juggalo or whatever, but sometimes when I'm in work, I throw that shit on and I enjoy it. So, you know, I love it. You know, keep doing you.
Oh, hell yeah. And Ross does like some ICP songs, and the songs he likes are fucking amazing. So shout out to
Oh yeah. The old shit, yeah.
And Steve likes what, 3 albums?
So, so for me, when it comes to ICP, I do like Ringmaster. I like Riddlebox. I like Great Milenko. I think that's the magnum op, is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I do like the Forgotten Freshness compilation albums they put out back in, like 97, 98, I think. I need to get that, but I know that's kind of out of print. Yeah, I know that goes for some money right now, but yeah, but like aside of that, yeah, I'm good on that. But at least I like those albums, the Ringmaster, and then because I revisit them, like, yo, them shit is mad dark. Like, holy shit, like Chicken Heartin', like the original version of Ringmaster, that's just mad dark. I'm like, holy shit. Fucking Southwest, what's that shit called?
Southwest song?
Yeah.
Everybody singing that Southwest song. Ooh, yeah, I love that shit.
Carnival of Carnage was okay. There was some songs I did.
I worship that album. I don't know what it is.
I don't know, man. Like the and I don't usually like using this word, but it's just like it didn't. What was the song that was left off the remastered version?
So check this. They did put out a remastered version.
Yeah.
That has Night of the Axe and Black in Your Eyes, and this is it right here.
Okay, yeah.
And this. I don't know why they took those songs off later, but yeah, I managed to find it. I paid like $30 for this shit.
Violent J motherfucker, psychopath.
Oh, that's my favorite song from that album. Yeah,
it's hard.
Rebel flag.
Hell yeah. I never knew about that, Ron. I never knew about that.
I just found out about that this album, like the original remastered with every song, like a year or two ago. I had no idea. And then when I looked for it, it was like $50-$60, and I 30 still a decent little chunk of change, but it was the cheapest I've ever seen it.
Right.
Oh yeah. All right, Rone Bone, thanks again. Thanks to the chat.
Right.
And we off this bitch. Peace, y'all.
See you guys.
Staying back.